TheTeddyBearFundDrive.com. Well, a couple of weeks ago, we welcomed Matt Forni and Katie Chapla into the studio with us, and they are back, and we're grateful that they are. Presented by Marcus and Mack, voted Best Law Firm and Best Personal Injury Lawyer 3 years in a row. In the Best of Indiana County contest, visit them online at marcusandmack.com. Blairsville Little League had a really, really big event, and a great part of that Saturday event was the fact that they made the Teddy Bear Fund Drive the beneficiary of the wonderful generosity of so many people to come there. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to have you both with us today. But I wanted to ask about the weather on that day, because we know that a lot of Indiana County got drenched. But, Matt, you guys did okay, huh?
Yeah, we were very fortunate. Friday night we had a couple games. Towards the tail end of the second game, started to rain. We got that game wrapped up. We got tarps on the field, and it cut loose pretty good Friday night. Saturday, there was some light rain in the morning. We got down there. Rain stopped around 9:30. We got the tarps off, did some minor cleanup on the field, and we got started at 11 on schedule. And the weather was nice. Sun was out. We had one little shower around 4 o'clock, about 15 minutes. Didn't really hinder anything. I know other parts of the county, it rained pretty much all day, but we were pretty fortunate down there. Somebody was looking out for us.
Yeah. And Matt said all day. This was an all-day event, Katie, and it's great that the weather held off.
Yes, for sure. It was good to see a lot of crowd that had come through during the day. People coming and participating in the basket raffle. We made a nice bit of money off the concession stand, which we usually do. We always have lots of food choices. People coming out to watch some great baseball and softball games. So overall, like Matt said, we were very blessed that the weather held up and had a great turnout, great day.
It really was a celebration of Blairsville Little League, though, wasn't it, Matt?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
We had our recognition day like we talked about before. That was very nice. It was just a nice day. Like I said, everything started on time. Everything went good. It was a great day.
Yeah. I like the fact, as we talked with you before, that you went from the youngest possible participants, T-ball, and all the way up to the 12-year-olds, and everybody had a chance to play some ball. You got baseball, you had softball. As Katie said, you had all those other activities, and really a special day.
Yes, it was. And I can't thank everyone enough that donated baskets, donated food. I mean, coaches for their time, everybody that helped out to make the day possible. I really appreciate it. I don't know what else to say other than thank you very much. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. Katie, when we talked before, and we've talked with you about a church setting as well at Hopewell, one of the things is Little League, whether it's baseball, softball, whatever it is, keeping the kids busy in the summertime. And making sure that they have fun doing it. That's really important, isn't it?
It absolutely is. It's great that we can kind of keep our program in Blairsville and get so many kids involved. I think, as we had said before, we usually have anywhere between 130 and up to 170 kids every year come through the program, from as young as age 4 clear up to age 14, both, again, baseball and softball. So it's great that our community can give kids something to keep active and to stay involved in the baseball and the softball programs through the Little League Association.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Yes.
Pretty exciting for the kids to be able to do something like this. And so you raised a bunch of money and dedicated some of it to the Teddy Bear Fund Drive. What a special thing to do.
Yes, Katie would be able to tell you the exact total here, but every dollar we brought in is being donated to the Teddy Bear Fund Drive.
It's amazing. So, Katie, you've got the magic number, huh?
I do. So we were able to bring in $3,585 on that June 14th benefit day. And like Matt said, we have, given it all back to the Teddy Bear Fund Drive. So we, again, thank everybody for their generosity in buying basket raffle tickets, and the concession was a huge part of that, and the 50-50 and just other random donations that people gave. So very, very thankful for all of the support. Not even this year, but we've been doing this for a couple years, and we have always had really successful events. So
Yeah.
we hope to continue it every year.
More than $3,500 to the Teddy Bear Fund Drive. Of course, in other years, you would dedicate it to somebody who had a specific need.
Yes.
This year, thankfully, there was nobody in that sort of dire medical situation. And so you just said, well, how can kids benefit the most?
Right.
And you picked the Teddy Bear Fund Drive, Matt. What a special thing that is.
Yeah. I listen to the radio station a lot. I hear it advertised, a lot. And it just popped into my mind. I said to our board, I said, hey, what about the Teddy Bear Fund Drive? We were having a meeting. I said, does anybody know anybody in need, in our school district or something? Nobody seemed to have nothing. We checked with the school, there was nothing. So I said, what about the Teddy Bear Fund Drive? And everybody was on board with that. So.
Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. And Mark Burdig is, of course, the chair of the Teddy Bear Fund Drive every year, and he stopped in the studio. All you have to do is say, I have a check for the Teddy Bear Fund Drive, and Mark magically shows up. But Mark, it's a great, great thing, isn't it?
It is, and I regret not being able to make it down there. I apologize for that. The weather was so bad, I'll be honest, I thought there's no way. But I just heard the story about the weather, and the amount of money you raised is just incredible. I can't thank you enough, Katie and Matt, right? Trying to remember my names here. But thanks so much for all you do. Yesterday we had, out of the blue, a lady comes in, and she said, I was involved with your trivia night. And she goes, I'm involved with Deepman's Catering. And she said, my son was supposed to take this to Purchase Line High School as part of their fundraiser, and he forgot it, and I've been meaning to come in. And she brought us a check for $500. So today, you guys come in, $3,500. So it's been two great days for the Teddy Bear Fund Drive. Now, we were expecting Blairsville Little League to come in, but I don't know that you overachieved our expectations. Let's put it that way. So thanks so much. I'll have to get down there and watch a game or two, and please let me know who else we can thank, because from the bottom of our hearts, and I can speak on behalf of Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh and the wonderful team over at IRMC, our great partners. Thank you for helping us to fund child health care.
Matt, who held up the giant umbrella for that entire day? Because for you to get a break like that in the weather, somebody had to be doing something right.
Somebody was definitely looking out for us. I mean, I'm not lying when I tell you that the rain stopped around 9:30. We took the tarps off, minimal field work to get ready. The sun came out. I was watching the radar, and it looked like we were going to get hit several times. It skirted around us. We got one little light shower around 4 o'clock, lasted about 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Sun came back out, and it was somebody was looking out for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or the kids, or somebody was looking out for somebody.
But you said it, there are people who dedicate themselves to the kids so much that working on the grounds, making sure the fields are good and safe to play on. Katie, as you said, so many people volunteering their time, concession stand, donating to the basket raffle. It's a really, really strong effort by a lot of people to make this happen and make it special for the kids too.
Yeah, it's definitely a team effort. We have a lot of volunteers, not even just people with kids in the program, but Matt and his wife don't have a kid in the program, and they're still dedicating a ton of their time, whether it's, maintaining the fields or helping with the concessions, planning events, getting basket donations, whatever. And then again, a lot of parent support, a lot of community support. So it does take a lot of people to keep the event up and running. But luckily, we had a great team.
Yeah.
And our coaches were all on board. They're tremendous. These guys give up so much of their time for these kids. Everybody was excited. The kids were excited. It was just a great day.
Yeah, yeah. Now, when Katie mentioned that there were so many kids that were involved again this year, Blairsville Little League, how far out does the program reach? We know Blairsville proper, Burrell Township, but are there other communities that are involved in Blairsville Little League, or is this really just all Blairsville centered?
We have some kids that are playing with us. They are from another local league that didn't have enough to field a team. So we welcome them into our league.
Nice.
And they're playing with us. And on the same token, we actually didn't have enough to field a 14U softball team. So Katie's daughter is actually playing at Indiana Little League.
Oh, yeah.
On their junior softball team, which we all know what they did last year. Katie's daughter was a part of that. She's a part of it again this year. They're hoping to go on that same kind of run.
Yeah.
They started off on a good foot last night.
Katie's on her way to Kirkland. Is this what we're saying?
Well, we're hoping so. We're hoping
I
so.
got my real ID just in case we need to jump on a plane.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a great plan.
Yeah.
But mostly all the kids in our league are from Blairsville.
From
Like I
Blairsville.
said, we have some from the Salzburg community that we're looking for a home that are playing with us this year.
Well, that's terrific stuff that you're open to receive those kids, because the bottom line is we've got to find a way to get these kids active.
Right.
And especially with baseball and softball, keep them. Now, do you have an all-star season coming up?
Actually, our All-Star season begins tonight. We have a machine pitch All-Star game and a 10U All-Star game in Blairsville tonight, 6 o'clock for machine pitch, 8 o'clock for 10U. We have 12U All-Star game tomorrow night in Blairsville as well.
Yeah, terrific. Still going on.
Yeah, we're into the postseason now, so we're winding down. But
Yeah. Well, our thanks to both of you and to everybody involved with Blairsville Little League. Again, the donation to the Teddy Bear Fund Drive, $3,585. And for you to do this for the Teddy Bear Fund Drive for the kids who utilize Indiana Regional Medical Center and the Free Care Fund at Children's Hospital, it's a really special day for all of them,
yeah,
too.
we're glad we could help out.
We appreciate it so much. Thanks for coming in today, too.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com.